Hi guys, sorry for delay, but I am happy to show you finally how I worked on animations and they are done and they works fine. So I hope you will like this video. Okay, so most of the time it looked like this or some other variations, and it was always bad, and I was suffering with the transformations a lot, and I had several numerical issues when I was working on the animations. I used lots of tutorials. I guess the most useful tutorial that I found was from OGL Dev, and yeah, I really recommend it, and I guess I learned lots of basics and how the animation works and like how we can make transforms and interpolate between frames, like keys of animations. And also a quick overview so we understand each other further. So when we are talking about the animated model, we also talk about not only vertices and indices of this model, but we also talked about bones, and when we talk about skeleton animation. It has case, and we have to interpolate the positions of the bones with each K, and it is basically what you are doing when you are transforming the final matrix to apply to your vertex in your vertex shader. Also, other important part is that when you are loading animated model, you have to evaluate which influence the bone has on your vertices. But like you see, the model has bones, and bones has influence on the vertex, so it's like changing whatever you will do, the vertex position will also transform. The model I took from Mixamo. I guess it is the most common way to get animated models. You can just select the character and then you can select the animation, and yeah, it's just like you download it in the format you want. I used Collada, and yeah, you just like select model, download it, and use it. I guess we can start from the engine review, and I will load my level with the models and like be prepared, there will be an animation. And yeah, it's here. I have my robot and it's doing an animation. I worked on the animation window, and I can do several stuff here. First of all, I can move it while it's animating. It's super. I can change animation speed. You can see that it's now slowed down, and now it is much faster. And I can also select from several animations. I will just show you how it is, and yeah, basically it is super cool. Also, what's important, we have here a debug functionality. I was using it a lot when I was trying to understand if I am gathering the bones influence correctly. And I can select debug bones, and it will go through each bone that use my animated model, and you can see the influence. Yeah, maybe it doesn't look super nice, but I guess it's still understandable. Like you see some small bones on the fingers. I will just slow down it. The bone ID is also written in the output. Yeah, and it was like pretty important when I was checking if everything is as expected. And I guess that's all for this model. The only problem that left is that I can't load correctly several models, like with different animations. I'm not sure why. I guess because I'm using storage buffer for storing the final matrices for this mesh, and I guess that it's just not being correctly updated for different meshes. I will solve it in the future, but I guess it's still like fine for now. If you don't mind, I will reload another one so I can show you that it like works for several models. We will get back to the code, but basically what I just did, it's like I commented the loading lines for the first model, and I will just reload another one with other animations because, yeah, as I said, they just don't fit together right now. Okay, so I reloaded my engine, reloaded scene, and we can see another guy. I have some also texturing troubles. He looks like half zombie, half, I don't know, garbage guy. But I guess it's also something for the future stream, or I don't know. And we can still change animations, and it's just super amazing. I am super happy. You can't imagine how much hours I spent on it. Yeah, and we can debug bones also. Yeah, super cool. It's just super fast. Okay, I guess that's all for the presentation. Alright, so let's start from the part that how I extended my model class. I am loading a model as we did, like processing node and processing mesh. After this, I am checking if my model has bones, and if it does, so I'm processing the bone. It also like it's basic code from the most of tutorials. You have like map where you contain how the bone answers to the node that you are passing, and like what influence it has, what offset matrix, how it should be at the end, set it up so your transformations would work correctly. After uploading the model, I'm also initialized the animator, which will contain the vector of strings that are basically paths of our animations that are used. So the mesh is uploaded just once, and other times I am only saying what paths, what like bones transforms it can use to build the final transformation matrices that will be applied in render pass. So yeah, I have also a map of animations, which I guess in future will respond to the several objects. So like ID will be its like key, and value will be an animation data structure, which will contain the animation paths and indices. But it's for the future usage. After that, I am also here having other mathematical functions that are used when I am building the final transfer matrix, and it's used in render pass when I am checking if the object is animated, and after that I am updating bones, and I am the most important part is that each frame we are updating the final matrix with a time factor, and we are getting the model ID, and after that we are gathering final transform. And here the code is mostly, yeah, it's just the same from the OGL dev tutorial. We are reading node in hierarchy, and we are just interpolating with the values for our future transform matrix, which is usually scale, rotation, and translation. And after that we have a global transform that we apply for the particular bone. I guess that's all from the code. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess see you next time, maybe on stream. It also on the initialization. Jak se to řekne? Initialization. Okay. When I'm loading the model, I'm also doing an initialization of animator, which basically on its initialization will contain After the loading of model, I am also initialization. After we are reading node hierarchy. Hierarchy.